and the arms forwards. This might be good for you. Some of you maybe the legs straight. Three, two, one. Reverse plank. So put your heels on the floor. Your fingertips about a foot from the rear end.
Good morning. Who's out there?
Fingers to the back. As you pass the wrist.
Fuck's up. So quiet.
Then press with your palms against the ground.
I think you were the one wearing David Lee Roth's pants.
Point and stretch the toes.
Live on 3 or 4 different platforms.
Press the shoulder blades towards your chest.
This time I'm going to try to not knock out the wire.
3, breathe.
To my Facebook and YouTube 2, and everything.
1. Now, you don't have to prove anything. Safety first. If you need to sit down for the transition, sit down.
When we get the work back, we got to meet real life. We got to
you're going to roll into the
all
other
you guys, gals, whoever.
To the left arm.
We're going to meet at the beach.
Bring your right arm up.
We're going to meet at the beach.
Yeah, nothing to prove.
You're going to be encouraged to not wear any underwear.
Now, turn your right palm towards the back of the room.
Any other reason other than
and
comfort.
Stretch your right arm long over your head. So you feel that nice live energy moving to the side of the torso. Good. Strong center. 3 breaths. 2 more. If you need to sit down to go back to the reverse plank, sit down and go back to the reverse plank. If not, just bring that right hand once behind you. Go into that reverse plank. Open that chest. Yeah. Try to press the shoulder blades towards the chest. 1 more breath. Good. Once again, sit down. Grab the back of the knees. Again, like heel maybe the same height as your knees, or maybe legs straight. 5, breathing. 4.
See, just kneeling like this, kneeling like this is enough. And
then cross your legs.
It's not something easy to do for people who are
with your hands, and then maybe jump back.
Fucking 50 years old, you know.
Upward dog. Good, to the downward. Good, when you get up to the downward dog, right leg up into the sky. Spread your right hip open. Now try to touch right knee to left arm, cross. Right leg up, open the hip. Knee to forehead. Good, right leg up, open the hip. Right knee to your right arm. 2 more rounds optional. Right leg up, open. Keep those arms firm. Cross. Knee to left side. Open. Bring to the middle. Open. Touch right side. 1 more round. Bring it up. Cross left side.
Andres is the man.
Good.
Andres will make you sweat.
1 last one. Open.
Burp, fart,
right knee
and
to the right arm.
Curse.
Hold it there. 5 breaths. If you
5
want to
breaths.
play with any arm,
I don't want to play with anything right now.
Here, go for it. If not, just try to keep your firm arms.
I got my
strong center.
Right knee on my right tricep.
2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Knee to chest. Then step the right foot deep between it. Stand your left toes. Take your arms towards the back like we did before along the torso. And over the inhale, press to crescent. Come up.
Hello.
Good. On the exhale, reverse. So bring the chest down and reverse the arms towards the back. Let's do it 2 more times. From your center, inhale, rise. Exhale, reverse. Good. 1 more. Inhale, rise. Now hold it here. Just bring the palms together in front of the heart space. Spread your arms as wide as you can so the shoulder blades come close to each other. Keep pulling the left heel back. Maybe tilt the head back by 3 breaths. The right seat bone gradually maybe descending toward the ground. 1 more breath. All right, let's bring the arms up. Turn your left foot flat like you do in Warriors. Move your right foot about 6 inches over to the right so you have more space across your hips. So open the right foot over to the right. Take your arms behind the back. Interlock the fingers.
Humble warrior, baby.
Arms straight as you can. Fold from your hips. And then so you can start to slide your right arm along the inside part of the right leg. And then rest your face near the right foot. If you notice your right seat bone drifting heavily to the right, try to bring it behind the knee with a breath. And with the breath, right? 2 more breaths. Pull that chest out. Breathe in. Go one more breath in here. Now, very slowly, come up to the first warrior.
All right.
Good.
Good
And
morning.
on the exhale, open into the second warrior.
Who's out there?
So enter into the pose for 5 breaths. Very important. Your gaze is focused on one spot.
Ladies, gentlemen, this is grapefruit, lemon,
deep breath.
lime, and orange.
And you're gonna be
Hand
aware of
squeezed.
those mental patterns. Where does your mind tends to go? It's a pattern, right? It's wired that
There's
way.
a little potassium chloride,
You're gonna rewire
little ascorbic,
your consciousness here.
sodium sorbate rather,
Keep practicing being present, connected.
alkaline vitamin C.
Deep breathe.
Just feel happy to be able to share anything at all now. I got to admit, I've been
Identify
wrapped up in my
any point
ego
of tension
most of my life. I don't claim to have escaped
One more
it.
breath. Half
I
move.
just feel very
So,
grateful.
right fingertips about 6 inches on the ground in front of the toes, or
Here we
use
go.
the block if you need to elevate the ground.
Half moon.
Before you go up, make sure your right toes are pointing forwards. If they bend to one side, that means your ankle's doing all the work. So make sure your right toes are pointing forwards. There you go. And then press firmly the inner right foot.
Thank
Then
you for
flex
hanging
the
out
left
with me
foot, bring
today.
the leg up.
Whoever's out
And
there.
try to stack the left hip over the right one best you can. Hold that left shoulder open. Breathe. Deep breath.
I hope everyone will remember today.
One more breath.
You're
Now,
worth
check
more
this
than
out.
any money.
Without touching the floor with your hands, let's try to go to the third warrior. Try to spread your arms wide to the sides
You're
like
worth
wings.
more than any house, more than any jewelry.
Center, breathe. Good. Energy in the left leg, stretch to the back.
You, my dear
And
friends.
then without touching the ground with your left foot, start to press into standing. But keep a slight bend on the right knee. We're going to go into eagle pose. We're going to cross the left knee over the right one. And then best you can, you're going to bend the right elbow under the left elbow. But first, just kind of sit low into the pose with the breath. Keep breathing. And then maybe some of you are going to start to move towards bringing your elbows beyond the knees. Going to accompany with that deep breathing. 5 breaths.
The Nutcracker.
Between the shoulder blades, relax the hips. Yeah, deep breathing.
This is the Nutcracker, guys.
If
you're a guy. And
Now
if you're a
keep
guy,
your
you'll know.
arms the way they are. Just start to press into standing. Then see if you can bring your left knee close to your chest. Then undo the arms. Stretch the arms towards the sky.
Wow.
Best you can from where the left knee is, make it straight. Firmly press the inner right foot. 3 more breaths. 1 more breath. All right, let's put the left foot down next to the right. Bend forwards. With
Good
the
day.
feet
What's up,
together.
Alex? How you doing, buddy?
Then squat over
Why
the
you so
tip of
quiet?
your toes.
You gotta go?
All right.
Have a good day, brother.
Now, place your palms on the floor like you're about to do a plank or a downward dog. Turn both knees over to the right side. Okay? And then try to bring maybe your right arm against the other left knee. All right, so
You guys
shoulders
see this
square to
dude
the
with me?
front,
That's
fingertips
Rigby.
pointing forward. Now you can focus on the twist.
I love
So
you,
you're gonna
Rigby.
try to look over the left shoulder.
I don't
You're gonna try
usually like to
twist the
grab
knees
him.
over to the left side, but resist with the right arm for about 5
Just not
reps.
gaining his
Or
trust, but here
if
he
you do
is.
side crow,
That's Rigby
right,
Rat.
bend the right elbow,
Like
climb
Rigby
the
says,
left knee
I
over the
love
right
you.
elbow, and then stack the right leg. 3 breaths.
Rigby Rat.
You've chosen to be, right?
He's a lover. Not a
Same
fighter.
focusing on your right decision there. 1 more breath.
He's a poo-poo boy.
Good, and then everybody just point the knees towards the front.
He makes little
Knees and feet
footballs.
together. Maybe you want to try
Love you,
Lolasana.
brother.
From here, you can shift
baby
the weight
boy.
right to your palms, strong center, chin parallel to the floor, and then go back to plank, to upper dog,
No arm balances for me
downward
today.
dog.
I'm fine without him.
Wonderful. All right, when we get to downward dog, everybody take one really deep inhale. And then through the mouth, side out, through the mouth. Excellent, you guys. Great energy. Let's bring the feet together. Shift the plank. Side plank now over the left side. Roll outer edge of the left foot. Hey, even if you're super strong, but your wisdom is telling you like today, man, you gotta take it easy, man, just adjust. If it's a good thing for you, flex the right foot. Some of you lift the right heel the same as your right hip. Bend the right knee to touch the chest. Try not to lose the alignment, right? On the hip, shoulder, and leg. And then maybe extend your right leg out to the right. Flex the right foot. Breathing. And as you flex the right foot, also flex the left heel towards the back. 3, breathing. 2, 1. Bring your right foot, stack over the left one, come to plank. Let's bring the hips towards the sky for downward facing dog. Good. All right. Jump through or put your knees on the floor, sit down. Bend the knees towards the chest. And then as you bend the knees, I grab the back of the knees like we did on the other round. Good. Maybe heel the same as your knees, strong center. Extend the arms, palms face each other. If you need to, right, straighten your legs. But if you straighten your legs and you collapse, then you defeat what you do and just keep the knees bent, maybe more. 3 more breaths. Try to close the gap between the chest and the thighs. 2.
Good morning. Who's out there?
Breath through the nose.
You guys have been
1 more breath.
Very not generous with the hearts.
4 hands
so
behind you, about a foot from the rear end.
feel free to click that heart.
Stretch your legs. Good.
It doesn't cost you
your
anything.
Palms. Try to lift the bottom of the ground. Try to open that heart.
Which is why I was talking about being stuck in my ego.
Right. Till the head back. Then again, come up your neck. Relax that. 1 more breath.
It's just funny when you have your friends.
If you need to sit down for the transition, sit down. If not,
social media,
just start to roll into the outer edge of the right.
Suddenly don't know how to click on the thumb. They're like, oh, I didn't see there was a place you can click the thumbs up, right?
Try to make those
they
two
didn't
arms
realize suddenly how it works.
Take your left palm and turn to face the back of the room and stretch.
Which, if I just think
Steady
about
deep breath,
how stupid that is, it did rent space in my head last few years.
Deep breathe. 2.
Now,
1.
I don't know if
left
I care.
arm up if you need to.
Sure I do, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about
take
it.
Back to the reverse plank. Open your chest, open your heart. 2 more breaths.
I just know my most boring day.
Knees to chest.
My life is better than 99% of yours.
How close can you bring the chest to the knees, right? And then from there, extend the arms, palms face each other.
People don't like
knees
that.
bent or legs straight. Right? Strong center. Relax the face. Relax your jaw. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You
Bottom line.
Bring the feet down.
Surfing season is coming
back. Not find a creative way. Go back to plank. Lower the breath. Upward dog.
That's only 43 minutes of the workout. I'm grabbing coffee quick. Here I am. Sorry about that. Even Superman has to fill his coffee cup once in a while. Right, boys? So, back for round 3.
To downward dog.
I know that I haven't done.
All right.
I
Left
haven't
leg
done
goes
humble
up
on the other
into the
side.
sky. Open the hip. Left knee to right side. Touch. Left leg open the hip. Knee to center. Open on the inhale. Exhale left side. Touch left arm. 2 more round. Open. Cross. Open. Center. Open. Left side. 1 more round. Open. Cross. Open. Center. 1 more time. Open. Left knee, left arm. Hold it there. 5 count. Any arm variation you play with it, go for it. Not only hold it there, but really observe how you're doing it. Are you still breathing? Are you calm, center? 1 more breath. Good. Knee to chest. Step the left foot between the
Just
knees.
hoping
Stretch
this
your arms
algorithm
along your
doesn't slap
torso.
me. What's up, Rob? How you doing,
Arms
buddy?
face each
So
other.
quiet.
Pull the left sit bone back and
Have a
down.
good day, boss.
Inhale, press to crescent. Come up. And exhale, reverse. Chest down, arms towards the back. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reverse. Beautiful. 1 more time. Come up. We hold it here. Palms to the heart center. Spread your arms as wide open as you can. Turn the palms to face the sky. Crawl your tailbone towards that pubic bone. Pull that right hip back. Tilt the head back. Open. 2 more breaths.
Excuse me.
1 more. Arms to the sky. Turn your right foot flat, 45 degrees, but don't lose the alignment of the hips. So keep the hips.
Right, here we go. We're going to the humble
Left
warrior.
foot, please move the left foot over to the left, about 6 inches over to the left. Take your arms behind your back. Interlock fingers the opposite order you normally do. Arms straight as you can. Tilt the head back, open chest. And then exhale, full from the hips. Wrap those arms. Good. Let your left shoulder slide along the inside part of the left leg. And then really square those hips forwards. 3, breathe. 2, go to that sweet spot in there. 1 more breath. And then slowly come up to the first warrior.
All right.
Slowly open to second warrior.
Hello.
All right. Now that you're into the pose, commit to it for 5 breaths. Strong commitment. There's a strong pull in your mind to get distracted, to not want to deal with what you're experiencing. Right? Stay present. Experience your truth right now. 5 deep breaths. Last 2. All right, let's fly. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left fingers about 6 inches in front of the left toes, or use your block. Again, make sure your left toes are pointing forwards. Try to stack that right hip over the left one best you can. Hey, if you always look down, maybe try to look to the sideways. If you always look sideways, maybe look up. If you look up, maybe try it different.
Still
Just try to
here.
rotate those hips open, breathe.
Sharing what we can share. This is what I do.
2 more breaths in there.
I hope someone will join me this summer.
1
Down
more
at
breath.
Tanner Park, maybe.
Without touching the ground with
No
your
underwear.
hands, try to take it to the third warrior. Just
We're gonna call
spread
it
your wings
no
wide,
underwear
spread the
yoga.
right hip towards the ground. Let that right leg. Great. Let's go to eagle pose. So press to stand in without touching right foot to the floor. Slide down the left knee, cross right knee over the left one. This time, bend your left elbow under the right elbow. Left fingertips to the right palm. And then you can start to put the weight on your left heel and then sit low into the pose first.
Nutcracker.
Once you sit low, maybe you start
Oh, you'll know why if you're a
bring
guy.
the elbows beyond the knees. Good. Deep breathe. And let that triangle in the lower back sort of like really spreading open. Space between the shoulder blades, super relaxed. Two more breaths. All right, here we go. Slowly, keep your arms where they are. Press to stand. Bring your right knee as close as you can to your chest. Make your spine straight. Firmly press with the inner left foot. Yeah. And then undo the crossing. Bring your arms straight to the sky. Palms face each other. And then from there, try to make your right leg straight. So stretch your right leg. Flex the right heel. Refrain from leaning back. 3, deep breath. 2, maybe lift up a little higher.
What's up?
Uh, 1. All right, put your right foot down next to left one, and then easy fold forward bend. Feet together. Squat over the tip of the toes. Should feel good after we just went through. Remember, palms flat like you're about to do a plank or a downward dog. Twist now both knees over to the left side of the room. And then bring your left arm really against the other right knee. Remember, you can try to twist continuously over to the right and resist with the left arm. Or you can try side crow. Or at least there's stages of it. And if you get, alright. From here, shift to plank.
Let's go, boys and girls. I'm gonna shift our presentation to the other side of the room, which is right here with y'all. I love hearing some of my internet buddies saying y'all. It sounds really cute. Endearing. Terms of endearment. Let me see here. You guys, many of you know when I step off camera quick what I'm doing. Quick call to nature, so if you saw what I just grabbed and took with me, you'll know the contents of my gasoline jug is not gasoline. It is my tree fertilizer for outside, obviously not inside. Yeah. My friends. So, hello. I hope that I can make somebody smile today. So, those for now. Oh yeah. Before we forget there, friends. Yes, my friends. How are you? Let's see how this angle of the dangle is. Now you really get my Good morning, Mr. Froggy from our gang. Yes, my friends. Orange, grapefruit, lime, lemon. Mm, that's right. Orange, not orange. And it's what's for breakfast? Real Florida orange juice. Let's see. Something happy. Something to wake us up here a little bit. That's it. That's all you get for warm up. Ladies, this one's for you and the guys who are chasing you. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, from out of town, I'm a ripple head, making real good bread. And I'm driving up and down the same old strip, trying to find a new place where the streets are hip. But we getting real well known, and the bad guys know us and they leave us alone. Get around, I'm a real cool head. Come take my car, cause we've never been beat. I'm never scared with the girls we meet. None of that go steady, cause it wouldn't be right. Take the fast girl home on a Saturday night. I get around from town to town. Make you feel good, bread. Get around, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, from town to town, I'm a little head, I get round, round, I get around, round, round, get around, I get around, round, round, get around, I get. Louis, what's up? We're just having fun here. I'm going to keep it in that general perspective of playing songs I literally don't even remember how to play right now. So that's the prerequisite to any songs I choose. I can't have played it recently here and just run headfirst into the wall. This one actually has a track on it, which is weird because it's acoustic. It doesn't seem like play from the library. And there it is. No? How are you guys doing out there? I'm going to look at Over the Rainbow, the Israel Kimikawala version, if I have it, and I'm fairly sure that I do have it. I'll check under I for is. Brother is. Spiritual tune that when that came out, man, that changed my life, my career. I think it probably changed the whole world, the vibration of the whole world. Brother is, with his version of, I believe the proper title is Over the Rainbow slash Wonderful World, right? It really might just not be on here, but I'm believing for a miracle right now. Sometimes when I re-upload all of my tracks, I have to delete them all and start over again, and then there are just little glitches in the matrix here. So thank you for your patience. My name is Matthew Cutillo. It's a pleasure to see you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Um, hoping that the sound is somewhat, at least somewhat presentable, that you can hear what I'm trying to do with my life here. Because what I'm doing presently is trying to not let myself go musically during a time where I've had allegedly had COVID. If the test means anything or not, I don't know, because the people can't seem to get the actual, whether the results are meaningful or not is another whole thing. Um, so what I'm doing right now is just staying in practice while there are no gigs, no parties, no nothing going on. Here, wow, there's a little bit with Tommy Chevelle. Let's see what's going on with Tommy Chevelle here. Natural thing, smoking. Get on my lap. I got a story. I'm gonna tell you. We are together, it's a natural thing. Like sunny weather, it's a natural thing. I like the lights on, it's a natural thing. I do your backside, it's a natural thing. We're eating lunch, girl, it's a natural thing. You know so much, girl, it's a natural thing. No, baby, you got to bring. When I make sweet love to you, I want to sing. That's right. Cut the cheese, baby. Something's burning here. We've got to get it together. We've got to get it together. You know my laugh. I got a story. Piece of candy. Baby, rub my back inside the bathroom tub. All you got to give me, baby, is your love. Sometimes I get tired, baby, I get wrong. I don't know to make love in my full self. That's right. It's natural. It's natural. It's just a natural thing. Yeah. I don't care what you have to say today. It's just a natural thing. We've got to get it together. We've got to get it together. Get it together. Well, that was smoking. I sure got time. One more shot of whiskey sweet and you might be on a night. There is a problem we don't need to fight. Consider yourself a lucky girl to sleep with me tonight. Smoking to keep me thinking. Alcohol that oh, and I keep that and singing so fast. Like the way that I drive, somebody gotta hit me just to see him alive. You might think it's funny, you're always on my mind. Time we spent together, sweet, will you love me till I'm blind? Now that I solve the problems with a whiskey boss wine. Now that I'm in the morning, a birdie in my eye. Step on to the floor, Lord, got some birdie in my eye. Listen to me, man, you got to understand what it was in the sand and the death of Pakistan. I can stand what a place, man. It's a long time thinking about your good love. Do a lot of drinking, girl, but I just can't get enough. Now that I solve my problems with whiskey, bars, and wine. Now that I'm leaving you behind. This is my band in 1991. I don't even know my own song. passed away 2010. Go Tommy. That's right, I'm smoking to keep me thinking. Alcohol, the gin that I'm drinking too far. That's the way that I feel. How can I say what's wrong and what's real? Smoking, keep me thinking. And saving my boat when I think that it's sinking so fast. I got the way that I drive, somebody gotta hit me to see him alive. Do what you like. Do what you like. Do what you like. You can do what you like, baby. Do what you like. Do what you like. Do what you like. You can do what you do, what you like. That's Smoking, 1991.
Shut up, fool! Come on, man! Shut up, fool! I'm Peter the Fool!
Yeah, Mr. T. Mr. T I just saw on TV last week, and Mr. T is still kicking. It was a very inspirational thing, actually, because that guy's got to be 75 years old. He was old back in the 18. He was already like, I mean, I'm 49. I'm 49 fucking years old, guys. I mean, it's nice to meet you. My name is Matthew Cutillo. I'm the Solar Yoga Music Dude here in Amityville, Long Island. I have allegedly had the Rona for the last 3 weeks. Had very high fever for 2 weeks. And now it's like I've been no fever for a few days. So I'm back to my old, madness of doing hours of yoga every day for about a week. I've been back at the yoga. And for 3 or 4 days, I've been playing music again. So thank you for your support, in whatever capacity. If that means giving it a thumbs up, if that means just saying, hey, look, Matt's still at it. Matt's never quitting. And you'll see, because this world is hopefully going to get back to a place where people can actually have some fun again. And I will be there with my guitar, and I will be in the best shape of my life, hopefully, with you, smiling, laughing, having fun. And I'll be playing all these songs that, not just songs that I don't play, also songs I don't play well. Like,
the job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never know I'm in a sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, wild and keep on running. Rolling, 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 rolling on down. Leave a lot of plates in Memphis. Pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hit your ride on the railroad clean. That wheel keep on turning, round and keep on running. Rolling, 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 rolling on down.
come on, everybody.
Rolling, 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 rolling on down.
What's up, Em?
If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. We will keep on turning, down there, keep on running. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling.
Rolling, rolling.
So, songs that I don't even remember how to play. You have a great day now, man. Take care. I'm going to throw everybody out of the room, okay? Jamie, if you're even around, thank you, sweet, for your support. You live up to your name, truly. If you're still here. And God bless. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if there's anybody out there on Facebook and YouTube land, but this is band practice. This is what the Matthew Cutillo band practice looks like. It's very lonely. Just me and my pee-pee. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? So, songs I don't know. Here we go, the Jonas Brothers.
Turn on the radio, just as loud as it can go. Wanna dance until my feet can't feel the ground. Say goodbye to all my fears. One good song can disappear. Nothing in the world can bring me down. Hand clapping, hand shaking, heart breaking, real no faith. What you feel when you're right at home. Yeah, music's in my soul. I can feel it every day, every night. It's the one thing on my mind. Music's got control. Now I'm ready to go. I just want to play my music. Woo! I'm a 6-string on my back. Don't need anything but that. The thing I want is you and me. It's a fancy car. We don't need to go that far. Loving me is following my dreams. Yeah. Ass clapping, heart shaking, heart breaking. There's no faith. What do you feel when you're home? Yeah. Music's in my soul. I can hear it every day, every night. It's the one thing on my mind. Music's got control. Now I let it go. No, no. I just want to play my music. Can't imagine what it'd be like. Sounds of my hero. You know my favorite song. Sing along. Music's in my soul. I can hear it every day, every night. It's the one thing on my mind. Music's got control. Never let it go. I just wanna play my music. Music's in my soul. I can hear it every day, every night. It's the one thing on my mind. Music's got control. Never let it go. I just want to play my music. Play my music. Woo!
And that means songs that I really don't know how to sing and play and everything else. It's more fun. It's more exciting for me.
Early morning, jumped out of bed, put on my best suit, down in my car and raced like a dead all the way to you. Knocked off your door with all in my hand. Question. No fashion man. for the rest of my life. Say yes, need to know. Say you'll never get your blessings till the day I die. Tough luck, friend, 'cause the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know you meant to? Why you gotta be so rude? Wanna marry your enemy. Marry that kind, marry your enemy. Marry that kind, no matter what you say. Marry that girl, be a friend. Why you gotta be so rude? I hate to do this, you leave me no choice. Can't live without. Love me or hate me, we will be boys standing at this altar. Love me or not, another galaxy. No, she's in love with me, she will love me. Never have you done it for the rest of my life. Say yes, need to know. I got tough luck, my friend. Answer still no. Why you gotta be so low? Why you gotta be so Smiler and run, what's up? Why you gotta be so low? I'm gonna marry her. Can I have you down for the rest of my life? Say yes, need to know. You'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, friend, and the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know him meant to? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna tell you. I'll be right down, tell you, baby. I'll be right down, baby, no matter what you say. I'll be right down, baby. Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude? Good morning. What's up, Red? Yep. Back in the saddle. That's right. Nice to see you. Thank you for the support as always. Good morning, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. This is Eastern where I'm at. I'm not sure. I can't remember where everybody is. So, where are you at, Red? What time zone are you in? We had all the usual weirdos, guys with big schlongs and everything, and I booted I boot everybody out who's quiet. If somebody comes in here, I just boot them right out of here. And in the middle of the song, that's been, I've been on here sporadically. Yeah, I thought I made, but this is a brand new account, isn't it? So let me do that. Thank you. That's good. So we got you going. You're the bouncer. Because today, like, the first person who got on here was some guy with a huge dick as a profile picture. So obviously, no, thank you as well. You're welcome. I have to learn to say you're welcome. So besides all of the perverts, you obviously kick out the perverts, but even the silent people. And I know when I would see you kicking people out, I was always kind of like, why are you kicking everybody out? And just I've had two. Oh, thank you. Am I positive? I hope so. I'm trying. I'm coming back from this whole 3 weeks of having whatever it was, the crap. And hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome, buddy. Say something, Joe. Otherwise, you get booted right the fuck out of here. Ach, du bist Deutsch. Ja, guten Tag, Mr. Joe.
Um, no, I just, it's almost like the whole. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube. I just don't have time for anything crazy. So here's a little bit of Journey. Nice to see you, Red. Thanks for working with me. Just trying to get my voice back. Yeah, absolutely. Those crazy nights I will remember in my youth. I do let go. Oh, my, the best time was to roll. In the heat, moving down. Burning love, once in a lifetime. Mama singing, Mama, Brown, try me home. Dance by the moonlight. Oh, sun, nights are cold. Stormy love. Can't help myself from falling. Stormy love. Oh, dusty roads, I'm not rolling down. People running in the heat where the blue jean girl burning low. I've seen a lifetime from the memory never fade away. Golden mile, keep you from now. Nights are coming, stormy love. Stormy love. Those summer nights are calling. Stormy love. Can't help myself from falling. Stormy love. Stormy love. Yeah, boy. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. In the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. Saxophone. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. All I wanna do when I wake up in the morning is see you rise. Rosanna, Rosanna, never thought that a girl like you could ever care for me. Rosanna, all I do is running is hold it tight. Rosanna, Rosanna, you know you're more than I can never be. Not quite a year since she went away. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone and I put you all away. Oh man, put you all away. Oh man, put you all away. Oh man, put you all away. I can see you still on the other side. Rosanna, Rosanna, didn't know that a girl like you could make me feel so sad. Rosanna, compromise. Rosanna, Rosanna, never thought that losing you could ever hurt so bad. Not quite a year since she went. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone and I need you all the way. Thank you. Rosanna, need you all the way. Rosanna, need you all the way. This one's for you, Red. Thank you for stopping by, Red.
you. I hope it's a great day for you. Great seeing you. I'll be here. And I have 2 accounts, so just beware. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out today. I was so high, I'm burning in the light. Chaos had control of my mind. Whispered goodbye, bitch got on a plane. Never to return again. Always in your heart.
This love has taken its toll on me. I couldn't lie. Too many times before. Our heart is breaking in front of me. I have no choice, but I won't say I'm crying for. Whoa.
Trying my best to be around tight. Keep her coming every night. Or keep her sad.
Can't play now like I'm not the man. Pretending I'm a fiancé. Turn around and leave me. Hold on, man. Stop taking this toll on me. She said goodbye. Too many times before. Breaking in front of me, I have no choice. I will say goodbye. Oh, I'm fixing broken wings. We came from the women. They show that everything goes on. My fresh love, your hips, sitting my fingertips, married to you. No matter what you want me to do, then I've got taken it so long. She said goodbye to everybody. Her heart is uptown girl. She's been married in a hotel world. She never had that stay high. I bet her mama never told her why. I'm gonna try for an uptown girl. She's married in a white bread world. Long as any woman wants a king. Now she's working on downtown baby. That's what I am. And when she knows what she wants from her time, and when she wakes up and makes up her mind, she will see I'm not so tough. Just because I'm in love with an uptown girl. She's been seeing an uptown girl. She's getting tired of her hot story. All the passion from a uptown boy. Now it's your life. Uptown girl, you know I can't afford to buy her girl. Bitch, maybe someday when my shit comes in, and understand what kind of guy I'm being. And when she's walking, she's looking so fine, yeah. And when she's talking, she'll say that she's my yeah. She'll see I'm not so tough just because I'm in love with an uptown girl. And I've seen her in the uptown world. Getting tired of her high-class toys, all the presents from uptown boys. She's got a choice. Uptown girl, she's my uptown girl. Uptown girl, uptown girl. Yo, I'm in love with an uptown girl. She's my uptown girl. Blues Traveler. Oh, once upon a time, I traded you with something in my head. Mistake of you, hungry, I'm calling her what she said. The game show contestant with a party gift could not believe my eyes. Dear voice of a trusted friend who needs to humor me and tell me lies. And humor me, tell me lies. I want to say I don't mind it. Makes me say so shall we find it. It's all over us to be here, but I'm not a certain I'll figure out what will be between you and me. I still can't see things openly. Why you wanna get me around? So far away, it's my thing. Now, my confidence, I'm great in many things. Up in here and I can feel it down like a rose magician waving the wings. Nobody thinks or expects too much. Hollywood's calling on the real right side. Hey, baby, let's keep in touch. Hey, baby, let's keep in touch. Now I'm on touch, and I want you to reach me. I know the things no one else can see. But your fear becomes mine as well. In the middle of the middle, I need to tell what wasn't mine. Shit's fine and it doesn't have to rhyme, so don't you give me a line, my love. I wanna get you around. It isn't a show of how it is, but thank God, and all it does is say, be down, 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 down. Thank you. She's just dancing around. She dropped the weight a whole lot, but you can. Sure, better may be torn, the wind's gotten colder. Perhaps I've grown a little cynical. No matter what the waitress brings, I will drink it and always before. I drink it and always before. Oh, I like coffee, I like tea, but to me, only way there was plain old plain, but never on the street that you just can't take. I can't be that way. I hope and pray there's something left to say. I wanna give you a run around. Is it a surefire way to make it time when all love is? Falling down, I'm myself blowing down.
Thank you for your support there. Appreciate throwing the people out and whatnot. Great job. Thank you. I just wish you could throw out everybody on Facebook too.
All about guns, great friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend. She's overboard, self-assured. Now I know the dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. Lights out, it's a green light in the honor. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertainers. We're the light and the fire of the mosquito and the needle. Green, green. I'm worse at what I'm best of almost if I feel blessed. I'm in a group, it's all thing, knowing true until Abby. Here we are now. Bye, Abby. The mosquito, I'm the beater. Green, green.
No animals were injured at all. Wrigley's happy.
And I forget small takes, so yeah, I guess it makes me smile. Found it hard, it's hard to find a will, but I never. Hello, 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 it's a thing, yes, I'm just your man. Every time yes,
Indiana.
every time yes, no,
A mosquito.
Well, a note about the artist, which is, I don't know why I'm talking about myself in the third person, like Elmo, but every once in a while, I guess, it happens. Um, I was a very big Iron Maiden fan as a kid, and I forgot about them since 1988. 1988, I stopped being a fan of Iron Maiden. It was pretty much overnight. Don't know what happened. It was like I just grew out of it. It was from the age of like maybe 9 years old. I found out about Iron Maiden, and I was intrigued. And they had their first singer, Paul Di'Anno, and their first two albums. I probably caught up with Maiden by the time they came out with Killers, which is the second Iron Maiden album. And so, this is not really about a song per se right now, but back then the first two albums they just had a very different sound. And then they got Bruce Dickinson, who did the 666, the Number of the Beast thing, that was the third album, and he did another 12 years or whatever, but those like next three albums were for me life changing, which was Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave, which then came to Live After Death, was the Power Slave World Slavery Tour that they went on for a full year of touring. And without going into details, it's not that interesting really, because it's just one man's story. It's my story. It's whatever. And I rediscovered them while I was sick, and I couldn't play and I couldn't sing, and I was just every day here I would lay down on the floor on the yoga mat with a blanket and a pillow. And so I watched a 10-hour documentary about Iron Maiden. I forget what it's even called. It's a 4-part, 2 or 3 hours each part, or 4 hour. I don't even know. It was 10 or 15 hours long. And I've watched pieces of it before, and I've known a lot of things about Iron Maiden because I was back in the day, I used to draw all the album covers. Sometimes I would draw them, sometimes I would trace them. I had a painted jacket, 2 Minutes to Midnight, when I was in 7th grade, smoking cigarettes, playing in my first band, playing bass guitar, and I wanted to be Steve Harris of Iron Maiden. There's no point really, like with everything I kind of do, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I don't have an agenda right now. I just am sharing this. There is a film called Flight 666, which is in like maybe it was 2005. Bruce Dickinson, the singer of the band, he returned to Iron Maiden sometime in the 90s. He left in like 95 or 94 and came back in 99. He's a pilot. He became an airline pilot part-time. He would then go on tour with Iron Maiden on his time off. And so what they decided to do was they had their old touring airplane from the 80s, right? World Slavery Tour, 1985 Power Slave album. They had an actual 757, their own Iron Maiden painted 757 jet airliner. So what did they do? They decided to do a 6-week tour. Now, as 55-year-old men, with their own jet and with Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer of the band, piloting their tour plane. So they flew it's ew, man, get this motherfucker out of here. You take your cock and shove it in your ear. XXX. We don't need that shit around here. Fucking disgusting. Thank you. So at the same time here, there's a problem, which is the 666 bullshit. I don't like it. I don't think it's. No, it's. whatever. It's fine. Thank you. And it makes me want to vomit as much as anybody else. So sorry for you. Um, it really does freaking still see. I have a friend here, and she's into that. She's into guys like that. And that's why I don't even want to be friends with her. Even though she's a nice girl and everything, I know her from school. She's disgusting and always showing me pictures like that too. And I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I'm not into that. Like, and she checks in on me once in a while, and I say, no, and I'm like, no, I didn't change my life around where I want to do disgusting things and get like, Anyway, back to the story. Flight 666, while I am not into this whole devil, imagery, I'm just not into it anymore. It's kind of like the big cocks. It just takes my mind places I don't want to go. And I don't want to, yeah, thank you. I know. I have a cage full of, of whatever running around, monkeys jumping around in my head. Um, but it is the best freaking movie. Flight 666 is, besides that whole other documentary that was like 10 or 15 hours long, that was so good. Just to get the timeline of every single member that came and left the band, and there are a lot of them, and there is the main five guys. They added a third guitarist, this Polish guy, uh, Jan, is it? Jan Gers or something like Yannick. It's Yannick Gers. They added a third guitarist, which does make sense. I was very skeptical of that at first. The cool thing about the third guitarist is oftentimes they will have the dueling guitars going, and just to have a no, they're British. So here's another good point about Iron Maiden. Their British English is so thick accented, and a lot of their humor and songwriting, it's what makes it so beautiful too. It's very like Shakespearean sounding to an American, but besides that, when they're talking, it's can be very hard to know what the hell the guy just said. Some of the jokes I would have to rewind it, and me, I lived with a British guy in Germany for 5 years, so I have that extra experience, which may not seem like a lot. Not only did I live with an English guy from Bristol with a very heavy accent who was constantly speaking in these crazy, like idiomatic expressions and slang that we just don't have in America, like Welsh, and they have. It's so freaking cool. But Flight 666, they pilot their own jet airliner, their own 757, and they fly first to India. Okay, India. Just imagine fucking India has Iron Maiden showing up. It's not, you can't imagine what this looks like. It's the weirdest, the coolest fucking thing. The fans are hardest of the hardcore. All these Indian kids. I grew up on Iron Maiden and blah, blah, blah. And they're like crying happy and they're so thankful to see Iron Maiden in India. So they do their first gig in India. Half of the band gets sick with Montezuma's Revenge coming out. They needed buckets coming out the front and the back on stage. So they're dealing with diarrhea and food poisoning or whatever. Day one on this 6-week tour, and they still pour it on and they still show up and they play because they have a couple of 100,000 crazy Indian kids ripping apart this entire like stadium. It's like a land. It's whatever you call it for an outdoor open air festival area. And they were afraid. Iron Maiden was also afraid that the stage was going to fall down because it was tied together with bamboo and stuff. And they had okay. And I'll stop. This is it. Like, but the details are just. They're flying on a 757, which they load with something like 20 tons of equipment. Their whole back line, all of their crew and the band are like 70, 80 people, somewhere around there. So they've got 70 or 80 passengers, all of their equipment. The singer of the band, the guy who is running across the stage every night, screaming his head off every night, Bruce Dickinson, who is now 58 years old or whatever, he's piloting the plane. So they do this now in India. They fly directly to India, which is super weird to imagine a heavy metal band in India. And it was the best looking concert I've ever seen. It looked like so much fun. And the weird thing is like Iron Maiden. I don't listen to heavy metal anymore. So when I listen to it, I just listen very different ear. It's so much fun, and for the crowd and everything. They go from India down to Australia. Now they do like 3 or 4 stops in Australia. They stop off in all these the biggest cities, whether they are Sydney, and I have a friend who lives in Brisbane, Australia. The old drummer of my band lives in Brisbane because I worked in Hamburg in an English school where all the English teachers were from all around the world. So that's another way that I did that for a few years, working with South Africans and English and Welsh and Scottish and all Irish and every country you can name. English speakers were in Hamburg teaching for $200 an hour. It was the best fucking job I ever had. But it really reminded me of this movie. Sorry, I'm talking so much. I'm like, I literally shouldn't even be singing or talking. Um, Tampa, Florida. Yeah, well, I don't know if they're going on tour again now, but I know Bruce Dickinson is going solo because Bruce Dickinson, the singer of Maiden, will be solo in New York City next month. He will be a half an hour from my house. And due to these fucking regulations and I'm not going. I almost bought a ticket the other day because I Googled him just to read I was reading about each member of the band, and then I saw Bruce Dickinson tour. Like my first Google search, boom, tickets. February 5th, Bruce Dickinson will be, and I would love to go, but it's no fun here in New York. Everything that's going on is no fun, and I would rather not even take the slightest chance of getting the crap kicked out of me somewhere by the police by mistake or not or whatever. It's too weird here. People are going to try to buy a hamburger and getting the shit kicked out of them. So until the world kind of settles down, I'm the musician who I technically don't even like going to live shows either because of the way that you get treated like cattle and you can't get out. If there's an emergency, good luck getting out of the fucking place. Like I can't. I don't. I went to the Foo Fighters and walked out in like 2004, was it? Oh, 2002. I walked out on the Foo Fighters because I felt too old. And that was like 18 or 19 years, 20, whatever years ago now. And the Chili Peppers, I walked out on the Red Hot Chili Peppers. At the time, my favorite band. Walked out like, no, this sucks. This is they're singing the songs that you've heard too much, and everybody is crowded, and it's just kind of disgusting. I don't know, but might sound a little bit prissy of me, but I will imagine what it would have been like because. Anywho, this Flight 666 thing, so they went from India all around to 3 or 4 major cities in Australia, back up to Japan. Now, you got to imagine now, you just played in 3 or 4 days. They're covering thousands of miles because they have their own, as they call it, their own magic carpet. And I don't feel old, but technically I'm 49 years old. How old are you? I mean, I wonder, somebody who's calling me not older, you're a couple of years older than me because I technically 49 is old enough. It's like right on the cusp of becoming an old fuck. But hold on, I'm going to turn on my heater in here. I like to get a break from the heater once in a while. And they went back up to Japan. Just imagine showing up in Japan to screaming crazy. Now you've got people who speak Japanese. Okay, and it's not the same as India. English is practically their first language. Australia, it is their first. So now you show up in Japan after being on tour, like how many thousands of miles you just did. Check this bitch out. There we go. Got a propane heater there. Turn that off for 5 minutes. Excuse me, I'm going to put it down. and the rest of the tour is just total insanity because they went to Japan. From Japan, they flew around the world and showed up in Anchorage, Alaska. Now they're in Alaska, and they do like Alaska, then LA, and then from LA down to like Colombia, and they do a bunch of South America shows and back around from South America, like back to England and whatnot again, where they ended it. And so their last shows of 6 weeks, they show up in their own country. And thank you. I just did yoga on here this morning, and I will do it again today. So yeah, every day I will. That's what I do. You know, I can't do both at the same time. As far as you'll see me once in a while try and crouch down while I'm playing because I am literally imagining. Oh, my battery! I gotta plug in the charger. I am definitely imagining ways of incorporating both into my entertainment. So when I do come back, and I do have dreams of blowing everything I've ever done to smithereens and doing something larger than I've ever done. Maybe I'll get some new teeth. I'm definitely self-conscious about my teeth. So let me see. Oh, my friend from school keeps contacting me. She's so funny because I can't tell what this person wants from me. They keep texting me, and I don't know if they won't know what they want from me. But some people just make me wonder. That's not lemon juice. So I don't know. That leaves us in between about 100 different subjects all at the same time, which is also the OCD nature of the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have so much food coming tomorrow. I have bulk MREs. What's an MRE? What does that mean? MREs are meal replacement. You know, I've played Sweet Child of Mine way much more than I've played Paradise City and Guns N' Roses. Why is it not in here? I have a folder called Too High Vocals. Too High Vocals. I made this like, I don't know how many years ago now, Too High Vocals. And now what I've done is just made a habit of singing all the Too High Vocals all the time as a habit. So hopefully, here, even though we're going to get slapped, I'm going to use one of them. There is no backing track. So I don't know if you notice, the tracks I use don't have lead vocals on them. Every once in a while, I'll find a song that I like so much that I just take the original and I just sing over it because I'm so used to doing it all the time that I almost don't even notice it at some point. So I'm trying to see if I can go live from my other account at the same time here. I have like another half an hour. So maybe I'm just going to do another song here, and my belly is starting to hurt a little bit. I'm going to take a break and come back. I'm going to tell you my other account. See, you just favorited me on here, Red. So this is my new account that I'm going live from, which they've been back and forth telling me that I'm doing sexual, and I'm not doing anything sexual. I'm not even talking about anything sexual. Nobody was really kind of completely moved on from doing that at all. Even if the people want to talk about it, I don't even. So this says I'll be back on January 5th at 12:20 p.m., which is in a half an hour. Yeah, the other one is Matthew Cutillo. MATTHEWCUTILLO, Matthew John. Sorry about that phone blowing up. So wait, no, we're gonna do the one that does not have any backing track. And I think everyone who has a wife will understand this song. Guns N' Roses, 1988. Thank you for spending your time with me. It's precious. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this one. I might end up shitting my pants. Try not to. Does not come with. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to excuse me for a minute here. I'll just leave everything on. This is gonna take about 15 seconds. Please excuse. BRB. I'm back again. Excuse me. Sorry about that, but that was one of the best moments of my whole entire life. I have bulk meals coming. They're dehydrated, and they are for emergency use, and they are supposedly, so the company's story goes, they're packed with vitamins and nutrients more than usual, because also, so the story, the CEO of, it's called Nutrient Survival. Nutrient Survival was started by an army man who said that his meal replacements in the army were neither tasty nor very nutritious. So the quality is relatively high, and the taste is supposedly very good, and I'm very skeptical about the flavor, and I don't even care about it. To tell you the truth, there's about me. You want to see me do yoga, you want to know about, I have another 100 chapters of things that I do with my life. I do what you see here would have to pretty much be everything. But I'm also a linguist. I speak 7 languages. Okay, I speak 3 fluently and 4 more broken, which I really have to start just immediately today downloading um, Duolingo, because Duolingo is an app that literally anybody for free. And if you're willing to spend $100 or $200 a year on Duolingo, there are pay features that are unbelievable and totally worth it. But I digress. So I'll stay on the meal replacement subject. This is, I have been very into fasting, which is a thing called snake diet. Snake diet is just a vehicle. Snake diet doesn't matter. You could look up Dr. Jason Fung. Dr. Jason Fung is the coolest freaking guy. He is he's the nerdy version, but he's totally not. I mean, I hung out with nerds all through. I was the cool guy who hung out with the nerd crew. I was always a computer guy. I was always into being geeky, and then I was abused by my cool brothers and sister. Um, and I was always Mr. Cool Guy with the in crowd, but I went to the proms with the freaks. They were called back then, the goth freaks and blah blah blah. Blah. I'm going crazy on a tangent. The thing about the fasting is Dr. Jason Fung and Snake Diet have the most life altering information. That I did not look like this in, maybe it was 6 7 years ago when I got into DDP yoga. DDP yoga, Diamond Dallas Page was a pro wrestler, broke his back, and he rehabbed his back with a guy named Brian Kest. Brian Kest is the yogi that I use right now, poweryoga.com. Poweryoga.com is about $130 or $140 a year to get the full whatever, like, subscription access to all the videos. But there's a lot of free stuff on poweryoga.com. There's enough stuff to not have to ever ask me any question other than to know poweryoga, one word.com, poweryoga.com. You can go on YouTube as well, but I would even just suggest do the free stuff on poweryoga.com. There's a reason why with the food that I brought up, fasting, which people who write reviews about protein shakes and whatnot just make me laugh, because these people, if I'm on a mission to become healthier, I don't care. I obviously don't want the food to taste like dog shit, right? But I really don't care if the cookies and creams, protein shake doesn't taste that good. These people who are, it wasn't a yummy smoothie or whatever. If I'm getting into fitness, I'm in it not for the flavor. I'm not doing any. So when I get these, it's called nutrient survival, MREs, these meal replacement. It's 36 buckets, big tubs. It lasts for 25 to 30 years in storage, which I'm never going to find out, because I'm going to immediately start using my nutrient survival tubs. You guys haven't seen, I've also not shown my preps. I've told you about them. I have quickly once in a while, but prepping is a thing that you kind of don't tell people about, and I'm here talking about it. Yeah, we'll do that. Do that. That's because I have a lot of inventory coming, and I just ordered 40 liters of broth. Again, nutrient survival. It's nutrient survival is the name of the company. But that's not the only one I'm going to use. I don't know if you're asking me that because I keep saying that, but nutrient survival it's relatively expensive. Supposedly, it's absolutely delicious. I really don't care as long as you can eat it and everything. I mean, for the price, it may as well be delicious because for $1,300, it's a 90-day food supply that you could literally have nothing, and as long as you can access some water, you can reanimate these meals. And it's like lasagna and Southwest medley, like kind of a Mexican grilled dish, and supposedly really delicious. And because because I have these propane and isobutane and butane cookers also, and I have water, and I have to buy some more water. And I've been taking. It's impossible to get milk solids out of a milk bottle. What I've been doing is taking milk when it's empty, the plastic containers, half gallon, whatever. I clean best I can and fill them with my filtered. I have a huge water filter, which it's like, this thing is like, talk about being, guys with their penis. My water filter on my house is my penis. It's like 4 feet high, and it looks like a big aqualung tank. It looks like a scuba tank, and it costs $1,200, and I got it at half price on sale. Very cool, because water is the most important thing that we eat, and our water is so poisoned, and there's no reason to ever consume fluoride ever. It's so stupid. At the dentist, this nice Turkish lady, my hygienist, she said, I'm going to give you the fluoride rinse now, okay? And I said, no. And she's like, why not? And I'm like, well, Hitler gave fluoride to people to keep them weak and stupid, and pliable, mentally pliable. So I just try to take a common sense approach. Why would I put fluoride in my body? So the water filter was a big step in my life. I'm not preaching, and I don't do that. I should preach. I definitely should, but I don't. Because there are about 1,000 different subjects I'd love to talk about, but fitness and health and everything else is just common sense. And I'm going to take all this food that I prepped, and now I've been prepping for a year and a half. Ever since Corona started, it was like the slap in the face for me to start preparing, because right now we are headed towards having no supply chain, all by design. Listen to experts talk about this. It's certainly not my info. And some of my friends make fun of me. They say, "Oh, you're listening to some guy on YouTube." No. Well, while that is true, it's the guy who invented, the thing. This week he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Um, I listen to the actual guy who invented the technology. Don't listen to just some dude. Like, look at me. I'm some dude, right? I am qualified to speak on being a digital one man band. I'm qualified to speak on fitness in what I understand. But outside of that realm, I don't have any qualification of anything. But I do not listen to people who don't have the results that I want to have. So I learned in AA. AA is such a great life. Here, let me turn off my heater in here, please. Excuse me. Oh no. My other live stream went down. Let me just shut it off.